Okay, let me get this straight. Today I want to talk, it's Memory Keeping Monday. I want to talk about storybooks, albums. They have a variety of names. Basically, if you have a camera, you have a gift. Meaning that if you have a camera, including the ones on our phones, which are really pretty good these days, then you can use those photos to create gifts. For example, this is one that I did because I was testing something out. Very small book, not a lot of pages, I think kind of one per month. And this was my grandson's from year 1 to year 2, I think is how it worked. So this January 1st, it's helpful that his birthday is on the 1st. So January 1st, 2021. Yeah. This was these are his parents with him. And then this was December 2021. I think that's right. Yes, that's correct. And so it just has like little shots of him. Some I took, and then others, one of the kids may have taken and put it in our family text chat. And then I was able to send it to a dear friend, second mom, who I haven't seen since everything shut down. She doesn't live in town, and just keeping her safe and everything. But this is one that we did for my dad on his 70th birthday, and did one for my mom too. So I started the album prior to the birthday event, and it has kind of like brief, like highlights of the life. So, like here are some heritage photos. You see my granddad was a very sharp dresser. And there are pictures of his siblings. And then this was like a then and now page right here. So it's like that was then, and these are some pictures of them now. And then after that, the story of his family, with my siblings and I. So that's the 3 of us. And then and now for us as well. So that was then, and this was when Dad turned 70, and it's so crazy. So he was born in 37, so this was in 2007. And in a little more than 10 years, I'll be, Lord willing, and if he delays his coming or my going home, then in a little more than 10 years, I'll be creating a 70th birthday book for myself. In this one, this is a newspaper clipping, but my third son looks so much like his granddad in that one. And then this is a picture of his, he had a veterinary clinic, and this is where he was, he was a racing commissioner. He was appointed by the late Governor Ann Richards. And after that, then there are pictures, some more pictures of his siblings individually. And then this was the actual party. So I took pictures during the 70th birthday celebration and included them in the book. And so this was given to him as a gift afterwards. And, after everything was over and I finished laying it out, getting it printed, then he had something to remember the event by. And there were individuals that came from out of town and surprised him to be a part of that. But I also use this, and that's why I call this the gift that keeps giving, when my dad, and from my mom too, when they would be in the hospital or some other care setting, because sometimes individuals will just look at their chart, look at their age, and just, oh, well, this is, just an elderly patient. And I remember, going to the hospital one day, and the intern, the psychiatric intern, came up to me. Intern residents, I get them confused, but anyway, she said, "Your mother may have some cognitive issues." I said, "So why do you say that?" And she said, "Well, When I asked her, did she know, I asked her some questions, and she was able to answer them the day before yesterday and yesterday, but today she didn't really answer. She just looked at me. I said, so were you asking her her name and the year and who the president was, those questions? And she said, well, yes. I said, so this is my mom. The first day she answered your questions. The second day she's like, I already answered these, but maybe you forgot. So I'll tell you again. And when you ask her the exact same questions the third day, she's like, you didn't listen the first couple of times. I'm not inclined to repeat myself. And she's like, oh, so it's not cognition, it's attitude. There you go. I said, but there's a book by her bed that has pictures of her family, both her siblings and her children, grandchildren. Why don't you ask her questions about her, and it also just kind of helped them to get to know my parents. Sometimes, it's like, okay, establish rapport. And so sometimes people think the way you establish rapport is calling somebody by their first name. My mama did not play that. You are younger than her daughter. You don't call her by her first name. And her name is not honey or sweetie either, but you're able to establish rapport when you look at the album and go, oh, you're a veterinarian. You don't know how many consultations my dad would have when he was in the hospital or another care setting, and when they would come in, he would ask, well, how's your dog doing today? Well, you might try this, you might try that. And so they got to know them on a different level. Voice kind of choking up now. So if you have a camera, you have a gift, and the gift can keep on giving.